Good evening, Peppered ASMR family. Wanted to bring you some information about Lloyd ASMR. I'm not sure if you're aware of. I just found this information out myself. Oh, right. So let's find out what's going on here. Lloyd says, I wanted to share with everyone what happened to me in the early morning hours. To me, it felt like a near-death experience. A friend gifted me a couple months ago a virtual reality gaming system, and I was playing it when all of a sudden I got the sensation that came over me that felt like electricity. It felt like I was being electrocuted and my whole body started getting tingling and numbness all over my body. My girlfriend, who's been going through all kinds of stuff with her multiple sclerosis, had just went to sleep. I go up to her and I couldn't even touch her. I was in a ball on the ground near the bed and I told her, I don't know what's happening to me. As I was clenching my body and holding my chest, I thought the worst. So she woke up and started panicking and asked me, what do I feel? She saw I was clenching my chest and she called 911 right away. Very smart. So the ambulance took me to the hospital where they ran all kinds of tests on me. Multiple CAT scans and MRIs, EKG, chest, x-ray, blood work. My girlfriend had to drive to the hospital to meet me there, and her vision's horrible. So while I was there, they gave me the CAT scan and saw that I have a foreign object on the side of my temple inside. I realized it's a shotgun pellet from an incident from years ago when my neighbor was doing target practice and it hit me on the side of the head, which I never even went to the hospital for because I didn't see any blood or anything at the time. This was about 20 years ago, mind you. It just felt like it hit me on the side of the head, and so they were a little concerned about doing an MRI with that in my head, but they did it anyway. And this is what they said I had going on. My EKG was normal. They weren't concerned about that. C4 to C5, mild left neural foraminal narrowing related to facet disease and unconvertible spurring. The central canal and right neural foramen are maintained. Mild. I don't even know what half this stuff means. So, they are now going to recommend me to see a spinal surgeon. Wow, from the thing in the head, now something on the spine. This is one of the scariest things that's happened in my life, and it made me feel like my body was being electrocuted. And I had chest pressure that made me feel like I wanted to tear myself apart. So I'm not allowed to use a VR headset anymore, and I've been trying to relax today because everything has just been absolutely crazy. I wanted to tell you about this, keep you all updated on my health status, but it will be a day I will never forget. I hope you all take care and keep track of your own health, and know that everyday life is precious. Amen to that, Lloyd. Because you never know what can happen in the split of a moment, and that was terrifying. Oh, I forgot to mention this. He says, the ambulance gave me a bloody blanket, and it's not my blood, mind you. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty. I reported to the nurse, but I'm a little bit disturbed about it. I fully understand that. I would be also. What are your thoughts about this? Let's keep Lloyd in our thoughts and in our prayers, hoping that you get well real soon. Lloyd's story is a warning shot for all of us, no pun intended. He didn't know he was on the verge of collapse until it was already happening. The sensations came like a wave, tingling numbness, he said, pain in the chest, confusion. That wasn't just random. It was years of stress and trauma, hidden physical damage rising all at once. It just needed something. The VR must have done it. It triggered it. It's a reminder for us. Your body keeps score. Even when our mind says, I'm fine. You know, the pollutants we put in our bodies, the cigarettes and vape and the drugs and the alcohol, and even though the mind said all is well, there's a payoff. Your body keeps score. The foods we eat and the weight that we keep on might feel all is well, but the body keeps score. And it's a reminder for us. Those unresolved tensions and sleepless nights and pushing through burnout, just to post one more video. Yeah, that's me. It all adds up, and one day our bodies just say enough's enough, and it makes a decision for us. And so, one of the things he said at the end was for us to take this to mind and to look at our health, because your body will speak when you don't. Another point is that you never know what someone's carrying. It's like he literally had this little shotgun pellet in his head for 20 years. From an accident he barely noticed. No blood, no ER trip. He just shook it off and kept going. And yet 2 decades later, it's still there, showing up in the scans and shaping how his body reacts to the trauma. Man, isn't that a powerful metaphor for all of us, that some of us are carrying wounds from our childhood, wounds from betrayals, years of poverty and loneliness and abuse. I don't know if you saw the video between Lowgrow and myself, but we talked a little bit about that in that video. Sometimes we bleed where others can't even see. They're lodged deep, silently affecting everything we do. You can't always see the pain people carry, but you can choose to approach people with compassion and love, and that's one of the things I love about this ASMR community, that the creators, the commentators, are kind, mostly. Let's remember to be kind. You never know what someone's carrying. And then lastly, something that he mentioned a couple times, life can flip in a moment. Just like that. I've had so many situations in my life just like that. I'm sure you've had many moments in your own life just like that. Life can flip in a moment. Lloyd wasn't doing anything dangerous. He wasn't hiking this tallest mountain and diving 100 miles, or driving rather 100 miles an hour, or diving into a pool from 100 meters up. No, he wasn't doing anything dangerous and reckless. He was playing a VR game in his house. And suddenly he said it felt like death was knocking at his door. One heartbeat can change the rest of our lives, or lack of. Sometimes life gives us warnings. Sometimes it doesn't, but oftentimes it does. And we overlook it. We overlook it until it seems like it just flipped. Just like that in a moment. And it does, in a sense. But many times it was the fact that we were negligent. We missed the signs. I don't know what his situation was, and I don't know if any of this applies to his situation. I'm not even really trying to apply this to Lloyd, except for the obvious applications that he made. But this is for you and me. Let's lift up prayers for Lloyd and for his recovery, and also let's look at the lesson for us. Hey, if you like encouragement and comfort, to laugh a little and to just unwind a little, why not subscribe right here to Peppered ASMR and to my second channel, Peppered ASMR Reacts. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.